That's not how I thought this episode was going to start. So, I got this new gimbal, this new GorillaPod off Amazon. I'll show you guys here. And as I just tried to start this episode, failed me pretty quickly. So maybe the $10.99 Amazon buy wasn't the best call. Anyway, let's put this back together. All right, let's try this again, guys. What's up? VanderMeer here. I'm trying something new today. I'm really excited for this episode. I'm gonna try to do more reactions. Reactions to other people's videos, reactions to my videos, trying to just make some different content. And I'm just gonna try this today. It's gonna be walking and reacting, and I'm gonna react to some TikTok videos that I've done that have got over 16 million views. Crazy. I can't believe that TikTok took off so fast. I'm gonna watch these videos, I'm gonna react, I'm gonna tell you what I did good, what I did bad, and what we learned in getting those 16 million views. All right, the first video. This one. This was theoretically my start on TikTok. I was starting to research and watch the For You page, and I was just in the office with the guys, grabbed some sheets of paper from Canada. I knew the algorithm would focus on where you are near in your sphere first. So I started writing the different cities that people were from, and I wanted them to comment. And sure enough, people started to comment. They started to get engaged. They started to tell me where they were at within Canada, and it was really, really cool to see the response of that first video that got over 100,000 views. Really fun one. All right, my most famous video, the escalator. Let's tell you the story about the escalator. I was at West Edmonton Mall, and me and Yusuf GT were just walking around. We saw an escalator and we had some inspiration. There was another video that we saw on TikTok that was similar. We knew that we could go into After Effects and cut the image if we had a baseline shot of the escalator just moving and then have one of me going down. We had to shoot 3 times. We shot a baseline shot, we shot me going down the escalator, and then we shot an entire run of just my shoes going down the escalator. We cropped them all together and cut them up, and before you knew it, that video had 6 million views. It's been reposted once or twice. Total now, that video is close to 9 million views. Absolutely crazy. By far the best video, most viral video that we've done on TikTok so far. Okay, so now we have me painting in my house. This is a crazy video that I did because this is one I didn't expect to go. When I look at TikTok, a lot of times we've done some crazy edits and they just flop. They flop hard. People don't watch them. It doesn't get the watch time or the engagement. This one did. People watched the whole thing, and it was a byproduct of making a painting, putting a little text on the video, and then having, I think what kept people there is just we used the green screen effect, and we added some water at the end on the image that I painted that was green. And the lesson there is simple. Not every single video you think is gonna go, and sometimes it's just about creating and not focusing too hard on the result, just enjoying and doing what you love. And it just goes. So just do what you love. You do you, be yourself, be authentic, it's gonna pay off. The famous TikTok hat. This is another example of that same concept. The famous TikTok hat was, or we call it the legendary TikTok hat now. Total got close to 3 million views. It was special because, again, it was just in the office in the morning, have the hat, had some fabric paint from IKEA, just put it together quickly and took the time lapse on a GoPro. Really just cut it together. That, I think what worked on that one was it was about 11 seconds. The average watch time was close to 13 seconds total, and it just went. It exploded. That was the first video I'd ever had that had over 1 million views. So we celebrated. It was amazing, and then we just tried to keep duplicating that effect. Guys, sorry if I am squinting lots. It's bright outside with the snow. I don't know what this video is gonna look like, but I'm just gonna keep walking back and forth, and maybe it'll become a thing. All right, Steal the Sun. Steal the Sun was a little harder. I did this edit myself. We were by the Alberta legislature. There were some trees, the sun was there. We had originally seen inspiration on TikTok for this video, and we just took different takes. We had to go in the middle of the day when the sun was just at the horizon and do a swipe. And once we had grabbed the sun, Then we left, we went out to eat, and then later in the day we turned around and we grabbed the sun again, but there was no sun there. It was just complete clear air as the sunset was going. What that did for us was we were able to cut it together perfectly and make it look through motion blur like you were grabbing the sun. The other thing is I had a flashlight in my hand, which made my hand glow, and then in Premiere we were able to enhance that effect and make it look like the sun was in my hand. That one did really well. It didn't get a ton of views, but the engagement exploded multiple times that we posted it, even in different variations. Now, I did post different kinds of that video. One of them went really well, which is the one I just showed you guys beside me. The other ones that I did, some of them were close, but they didn't do as well. They didn't get the watch time as this first one did. So there's a lesson on that one, is you can do different variations of the exact same video, and even though they're all really good, only one appeals to your audience. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you got to try things more than once. Just because it fails one time doesn't mean it's going to keep failing. All right, next. Oh, the Montreal hand through the glass. We were just in Montreal. We're at the Place Ville Marie observation deck, and there was this hole in the glass. We were able to kind of make a little skit out of it, and it was fun. That was just a quick one that we did, and the engagement exploded with my audience, which was really cool. Next, we have the red ball. The red ball that engulfed, we called it engulfing ball in the office, and that one was a lot of fun too. Kudos to one of my editors, Carl, on that one, who went frame by frame to animate that. He basically just took a pen and a touchscreen and just traced me frame by frame by frame. Kudos to him, because I don't know if I had the patience to do that, but it turned out really well. It exploded and got a ton of engagement. Got close to 500,000 views on that first video that we did with it. We copied, I believe his name is Caleb Natel on that one. He had done one with a white engulfing ball as he walked into his living room. Again, we got inspiration from TikTok. We learned, we followed some of our favorite creators, and then we tried to duplicate those videos. And even though that's not what everyone does, you want to be authentic. You want to kind of come up with those original ideas. For us, that helped us start to inspire our original ideas. We got a lot of ideas from some really good old Vine creators when we got started on TikTok. Right, next, spinning the toonie. Once again, focusing on my sphere first, which is Canada. Whatever country you're in, whatever area you're in, realize your videos are going to show more to the people around you in your sphere first, your audience first. So I had a toonie, and there's this really cool sound that we found. That it was just on TikTok. We were scrolling through, and it had some clanking. We just took that sound, spun a toonie, and in the hotel room that we were at, it had a mug. Put the mug over top. We had stopped at the dollar store that day to grab the 2 Canadian flags, and I just went at it. It was a super raw video. The crazy thing about that one is it took 15 seconds to make. Yes, we had to stop and get the Canadian flags, and we had a toonie in our pocket, but it wasn't hard to make. And it did amazing. Now, that's the crazy thing about TikTok, is some people are spending hours and huge production budgets to try to do and make these crazy videos. But at the end of the day, the videos that actually go are the ones that people are just shooting on TikTok. Really, really simple, just having a fun time and being themselves. All right, last turn. Let's close out this video. I think we're getting to close to 12-ish, 13 minutes in this video. That's plenty of time for this reaction video. This was a lot of fun. Tell me if you guys like me walking back and forth. I don't know, I was cold, I didn't think it through. This gimbal is shaking. You might see it a little bit in the footage. I don't know, I hope it provided you guys with some value, which is my whole goal here on YouTube, to give as much value and as many digital marketing tips as possible to help you guys grow your brand. That's it in this one, guys. See you in the next episode.